Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tom here from Electric Games and welcome to a video on F1 2021. And in this video, we are going to be discussing why we think F1 2021 is one of the strongest racing games of this year. Following this year's eventful COVID-impeded Formula 1 season comes Codemasters' annual virtual racing release, F1 2021. Released on July the 16th, the 7th installment of Codemasters' EGO 4.0 game engine looks to mount the apex of the rapidly turning gaming industry, leaving tires screeching and a cloud of smoke in its wake. F1 2021 is not a title that veers off course, nor is it one that tears down the straight quietly. Though F1 2021, being the 7th product of the EGO engine to date, might play in a similar fashion to F1 2020, the people at Codemasters have integrated fantastically enhanced visuals, perhaps to make up for the lack of novelty in the game's physics. Pushing brilliant graphical fidelity, capable of emulating various tracks to an astonishing degree. This racing season was frequently forced to take a pit stop due to COVID, yet F1 2021 digitally rewrites history. No courses must be adjourned, no social distancing protocols to be seen, and a chance for race fanatics to start the season anew. What is new in F1 2021? Well, whilst rich in fine-tuned changes, F1 2021 is released with a fresh gaming mode, Breaking Point, a product of EA's acquisition of Codemasters back in December of 2020. If you have played a recently released EA sports game, like FIFA, you will know that EA love a narrative-driven story mode, wherein a young star with infinite potential rises to the top of their game. Breaking Point is a manifestation of this gaming format within the racing world. A mode based loosely on the Netflix series Formula 1, Drive to Survive. Only this time, no profanity, so the children can partake. Breaking Point is a 7-hour journey, spanning 17 races as a part of 16 chapters, providing a thorough introduction into the world of F1 2021. We race as Aiden Jackson, an ebullient newcomer garnering global attention, and Casper Ackerman, a seasoned master of the racing arts who seems to harbour some hostilities against his younger teammate. As we enter Breaking Point, we pick a choice of team out of 5 selectable options, and we are then chucked into an assorted mix of different challenge-focused races, story-altering interviews, and surprisingly compelling character-exploring cutscenes. Granted, the cutscenes are well done, but Breaking Point will not be an award-winning acting performance, but the acting is not what is so enjoyable about previous in-game campaigns. The beauty is in the process, the fulfillment of a universally appealing idea of trying to go from underdog to undefeated. And that is precisely what Breaking Point offers. Reflecting the events from the prior season, Breaking Point includes the real voices of some drivers and noticeably improved character graphics in relation to previous titles. In the same way as a movie concluding on a cliffhanger begging for a sequel, one of the most exciting elements of Breaking Point is that this is likely the first chapter in several episodes to come in future titles. Much like that of FIFA's The Journey, my opinion was that Breaking Point was a wonderful way to be integrated into the game, allowing us to practice working our way around settings and playstyles before going on to explore further. What gaming modes can I play? Well, whilst Breaking Point takes us on an allotted adventure, the My Team and Career modes offer a greater freedom of direction and customization. A feature I loved in both modes is the encompassing of all varying skill and experience levels. Whether you are a veteran F1 fanatic or a newcomer to the series, gameplay and its complexities can be tailored to your preferences. If you want to tweak tyre choices, differentials, and tune your engine whilst exploring R&D options, you most certainly can. But if you just want to giddily race around the track for an hour in career mode, then you are easily able to use fixed presets instead. F1 2021 is a chameleon in this sense, being whatever you want it to be. An authentic, assiduously prepared driving experience in expert mode, or an easy way to play as or compete with the 20-strong F1 driver league as well as the 22 F2 drivers featured within the game. Running in parallel to My Team, the career mode, which is playable in co-op modes, rightly incorporates a slew of personalized factors, from victory radio calls, racer surnames, and Halo stickers, creating a game that includes you in it, an ethos not previously taken on by prior F1 titles. Those features notwithstanding, my favourite area of the career mode was with the department events. The choice is made between two options that will affect your racing, team, or car in a myriad of different ways. I am a sucker personally for individualised choices that alter the outcome of an immediate event or a prolonged story. My team is more of a team-based pursuit compared to the singular career mode, bearing a glossy presentation and its own set of performance-shaping factors, like readiness, resource points, and continuously edited driver ratings. The My Team game mode, though not my traditional cup of tea, I found to be a stimulating detour to my hours-long career mode endeavours, especially seeing as you can find yourself in possession of eminent races like Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost, giving us classic drivers rather than the now retired classic cars we have previously enjoyed. How does the game perform? Notably on the 9th generation consoles, F1 2021 has practically zero load times and very few, if any, frame drops despite moving at 200 miles an hour in ostensibly more ways than one. Despite possessing impressive and often granular graphics, F1 2021 supports ray tracing to further magnify the detail the EGO engine generates. But this is not all. Both the Xbox X and S and the PlayStation 5 allow for performance mode, a feature that knocks down pixel counts, enabling an improvement in HC output. That said, both consoles can operate in 2160p, while maintaining 60 FPS, whilst the Xbox Series S aims for 1080p. I will not lie, compared to other titles I have played recently, those numbers seemed a bit worse for wear. But the gameplay is smoother for it, and still furnishes the game with some magnificent visuals. How does the game feel? Graphics and content aside, the gameplay itself is flowing and responsive, whilst remaining tactile. You can almost sense a tangible weight to the car you drive, especially when using adept controllers like the DualSense, which present the opportunity to feel the tarmac and the engine roaring. And there is plenty of engine to roar. The vehicular handling in F1 2021 is realistic, it is satisfying, and there is no shortage of juice for the engine to play around with, offering plenty of power to tap into. And better still, braking does not seem to defy the laws of motion. No second chances. You stop before the corner ends only by braking in time. How many games have you played where a supersonic crash seems to have left nothing more than a scratch on your bumper? Well, F1 2021 breaks free of most far-fetched ideas of physics, winning more in my opinion than it loses. Damage to your vehicle can and will severely impair as it would your vehicle's function, which is refreshing as much as it can be irksome. The penalties for car-to-car contact are also for the most part as stringent as they ought to be. Adding some fines for the reckless drivers among us, I'm sure you have also all experienced frustrating AI-based drivers before. Cars that are too easily beat or those that drive too slowly and won't allow for passing. F1 2021's offline opposition took me by surprise in how nuanced and versatile they were, proving more than able to weave about and aggressively preventing slick takeovers, or worse, putting you effortlessly back in second place. Perhaps the greatest aspect of F1 2021 is that it can wholly appeal to many racing audiences, even those not necessarily in the audience, whether you are a weekend watcher, a mildly interested news observer like myself, or a die-hard Formula 1 fan. F1 2021 has something for you. Wide-eyed exhilaration, minute vehicle details, fierce competition, or convincing interactive storytelling. Settings in all corners of the game can be customized to account for varying skill or interest levels. You might still get left in the dirt, but it will be by your fellow drivers, not by the game itself. Soon Codemasters will also look to release 3 more DLC circuits, Jeddah, Imola and Portimao, to supplement the 21 circuits already present. In the meantime, Codemasters will continue to retain the advantages of old, like split-screen game modes, whilst merging the traditional with newer dynamic game modes, like Breaking Point. Thank you all very much for watching this video on F1 2021. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like more of what we have to offer, then make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to keep notified as to when we upload a new video. Also, feel free to like the video and leave a comment with any suggestions or creative feedback that you may have for us. Anyway, that is all for now, so I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next video. Farewell, my friends.